Alright, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, thank you for clicking on the video. Today we have a playthrough of none other than Street Fighter 2, the Special Champion Edition on the Sega Genesis. Now, I gotta be honest, I've only ever played this on the Nintendo Switch. The Switch has a couple emulators, the N64, Super Nintendo, they have the Genesis, they also have Nintendo I believe on there. And I played this very briefly at lunchtime at work. A buddy of mine brought in his Switch. We played on his two mini little controllers there, and we played Street Fighter Championship Edition on the Genesis. So I figured I would get myself a copy of this, and I would play it on the CRT today, and give my own personal opinion on this version. Now, I played Super Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo a couple weeks ago, and I got a good reception. A lot of people there were saying, though, that I need to play the Special Championship Edition for the Genesis and compare it. Apparently Super Street Fighter 2 is on the Genesis also, but I didn't get a lot of comments about that, so maybe in time I will try that as well. Being a big fan of Street Fighter 2 growing up, I still love the game today. Don't play it as much as the OG Mortal Kombat, but it's a fantastic game. With the 6-button control on the Genesis, I figured it just makes sense. Let's give this a playthrough and give our honest opinion. So that's what we're going to do today. This version is actually, it's Championship Edition and basically Hyper Fighting Edition as well. It only has the 12 original characters, doesn't have the addition of Fei Long and Cammy and DJ and who was the last one? T-Hawk. But a lot of people say that this is the definitive version. Hyper Fighting is the best version, and we're going to find out. So thank you for clicking on the video once again. Like I said, we're going to play it on the Sega Genesis. We're going to play it on the CRT to give the true experience, and we're going to have fun with that. So let's get right into that gameplay. Thank you again for clicking on the video. All right, here we go. Street Fighter 2. Genesis Feedback Edition, that's what we should call it. Here we go. As you can see, looks good so far. Special Champion Edition. Sounds good. We have Hyper Fighting and Champion. We're going to play Hyper Fighting. It's faster. It's better. We're going to play it on 4 difficulty levels. So, the way I like to have my buttons configured... Oh, let's go into that, sorry. Alright, low punch. Medium punch is Y. So it's already set up basically. Top row of buttons on the controller are punch, bottom 3 are kick, and that is perfect. It says player 2, no connect. We know what that means. So you'll notice a little bit of a difference here in the beginning. It is not a black man and a white man, and it's 2 white men fighting there. Not sure why they changed that. But regardless, they did. Let's get into Hyper Fighting. Group battle versus battle, game start. Let's do game start. So here we go. Looks good. All the characters are here. There you have it. Let's start off with E Honda. Why not? You can see it's got the speech in it. Well, the speech is a little grainier. It's not bad whatsoever. Very good. Sounds good. No, the speech is a little grainy. It's not enough to turn you off the game. The controls are actually pretty darn good. Everything is responsive, and yes, we're using a 6-button controller on actual hardware. There you go. Plays good. Plays good, looks good. can't you do better than that? You see on the bottom right of the screen, we do have the Sega Genesis Model 2 handling Street Fighter. All Honda's moves are easy to do on this controller. 100 hand slap, you can move while you're doing it. Excellent. Zoom in just a little bit here. The elephant's going nuts. And do you remember back in the day when you would walk into an arcade and all you would hear are those elephants? And I like the added animation. When you hit your opponent, sometimes they barf, sometimes they bleed. Whatever they do, it all looks good. Excellent. Japan. All the stages are intact. Walking back and forth, the animation is the same. Well, that's not a big deal. It is still different from the arcade. Basically, that little two-hit combo works. Ryu tends to throw a lot of fireballs. Alright, he won that first round. No big deal. But definitely the best way to play this is on a CRT. They do have this included on the, like I said in the intro, on the Switch emulator. The Switch has Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, all those emulators included. Alright, waiting for him to throw fireballs. Gotta kind of time it right. Ooh. Alright, he destroyed me. Let's go to one of the OGs of the game, Ken Ryu. You must defeat my Dragon Punch to stand a chance. Thumbs up on E Honda's part. Original Ryu colors if you push start instead of one of the buttons. Here we go. Ryu likes to go fireball crazy, whereas Ken likes to go Dragon Punch crazy. Oh, I tried doing that too instead of throwing a kick. There you go. His pattern becomes pretty easy once you realize all he's going to do is just keep constantly throwing fireballs at you. Now, being hyper fighting, you can do the hurricane kick in the air. Here we go. Throw them. Always good. Excellent. Should be a bit of an easier run now. So I should mention too, and back in the day, if you only had a 3-button controller to play this, even now, I shouldn't say back in the day, but 3-button controller, you would have to push start to switch the buttons between kick and punch, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it worked pretty well. I have tried playing this like that again, just to see exactly what it was like, and it's not terrible, but you got to be quick on that start button. For people who are seasoned in this game and know combos and such, you're not going to be pulling off combos with that method. And I should say, not that method, but on that kind of controller, you're definitely not pulling off the great combos that you would hope to. See if we can get a Shoryuken. Shoryuken! Alright. Fireball. There we go. I should say too, Street Fighter 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, regardless of how much I showcase it on this channel or how much I play it. I have played this game for years and years and years. I've purchased every version up to Part 5. Mostly every version, I should say. Not all of them. But I've been a faithful follower of the Street Fighter series growing up. I even played the Street Fighter Cross Tekken, SNK versus Capcom, that type of stuff. It's all basically Street Fighter, in my opinion. But having a Super Nintendo and playing the Street Fighters on the Super Nintendo growing up, that just ended up being my preference. Now again, this version includes Championship Edition and then Hyper Fighting. Many consider Hyper Fighting to be the best version out there, even better than the Super Street Fighters. This keeps the original sound effects in it. The announcer doesn't sound tiny and weak. It's such a good version this is. Pick them up, chuck them. Plays just like the arcade in my opinion. Mind you, I am no professional at this, but this is how I remember it in the arcade, so... We did leave it on the 4th difficulty setting. So hopefully it's not too hard. Hopefully it doesn't kick my ass completely. But I'm assuming you need it on at least that for the character endings. Ooh, nice combo. Ooh, that's no good. Once he starts chewing your head, it's lights out, man. You gotta be quick on the buttons to get out of that. Hadouken! Ooh, Blanca might be an issue. I don't usually start having a problem until Vega and Sagat. There we go. Nice little back jump kick to finish him off. Animation's great. The backgrounds look good. Foregrounds look good. The character models look good. It's definitely a replica of the arcade brought home on 16-bit. The music sounds Genesis-like. Very good. With Guile, you just gotta be patient, I find. Because he will counter with the flash kick if you can, if you jump towards him. Oh, I thought he was on stars there. Picks me up. There we go. Here we come. He will flash kick me. You can see him ducking there, getting ready to. There we go. We were almost going to run out of time on that match. I'm glad we didn't. There we go. Chuck him. Fireball him. Chuck him. Excellent. I'm pretty sure you recover quickly off the throwing the fireballs on this, quicker than you would on the arcade or the Super Nintendo. But I could be wrong. But this is absolutely awesome. Very, very fun, very responsive, very good version. Is it better than the Super Nintendo's Hyper Fighting? We'll have to revisit that version again too and see. I didn't think I had to jump over like that. Maybe I just did it because I'm so used to destroying the car. But yeah, I'm curious to know which is better actually now. A lot of people say this version's better than the Super Nintendo one, but the Super Nintendo controller was great for this game too. Gotta be honest, I like this 6-button layout for this. Now, like I said, he is the Shoryuken master. Ken does a lot of that during your gameplay. So if you let him come close to you, he'll do it, and then you can counter. You gotta love that roundhouse too. It reminds me of Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Oh, jeez, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptiles. Anti-air roundhouse kick. He kicked the crap out of me at the end there. Ooh. Boom, uppercut. Shoryuken! Oh, be patient. No, I'm getting too impatient here with him. Oh, right into it. All right. There's another loss. Let's try Ken for this. Shoryuken! Now Ryu is defeated, so we don't actually have to go back and fight him. Unless we already did. Oh, we already did. What the hell am I talking about? I'm losing my mind here. I love the red Ken costume better than the dark blue. Here we go. Perfect! I love that. They use that sound clip. I hear it all the time. Perfect! You can hear that old school feedback on the Sega Genesis. They end up switching Ken's roundhouse kick later on in the series. Oh, there we go. Love that throw. That's my favorite throw in the game. It reminds me of Shang Fun from MK3 and his throw. Oh, he does a couple somersaults across the screen. Alright, we got Chun-Li, which is usually pretty easy. And then it's boss time. Love it. Love the music, love the background. She does a lot more of her Kwookins in this one. No, she doesn't say Kwookin in this one, she just says, ha, ha. The game's getting pretty feedback-ish between rounds. Jump off the wall. There you go. Very easy to counter Chun-Li. Very, very predictable, I find, too. Alright, it is boss time. Balrog. Balrog's usually pretty easy. It's a lot of low kicking, just to trip him. He does that, charges you. Once he starts charging you, it's a little different. Once he gets close to you and he starts avoiding all your fireballs, then you got to do a little more. Nothing major. So Ken's hits you more than Ryu's. Ryu knocks you out with one, I believe. There you go, that was easy. Once he starts his Tatsumaki, one hit usually sends you down to the ground, whereas Ken's can repeatedly hit you. Alright, the last bonus stage. Just get right under it. High kick, fierce kick, whatever it's called in this one. Oh, we missed it. It will not be a perfect. I missed a few of the barrels. No big deal. Spain. Awesome. I like the animation when the fence actually drops. That's cool. Again, with Vega too, it's just a matter of being patient, countering her kicks or his kicks, whatever he is. He is a man, yes. Doing a Shoryuken for that. Usually works. You got to be able to do it however. There we go. Excellent. That was close. Almost lost that round. Sometimes it's a little difficult to do the Shoryuken depending on your controller. This controller's a little stiffer. Vega just dancing around. Ooh. Oh. Oh. All right, 22 seconds left. Vega says, not a chance. We got him. Got him. Alright. Got him. A simple uppercut on that one. Alright. Blocked it. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Whew. That was close. That was a tense one. Wasn't feeling it there. Usually Sagat's pretty easy. He just does a lot of tigers, high tigers, low tigers. But he will surprise you sometimes. So let's see how this goes. One of my favorite backgrounds from the game. Absolutely. Alright, if he gets too close to you. Trick is just knowing when he's going to do it. There we go. Nice little finish. Like I said though, one of my favorite backgrounds from Street Fighter 2. Definitely this level. Got that huge statue in the back. Very cool. A lot of blocking high, blocking low. Let's see. There we go. Walked right into it. Excellent. Now we got Bison. We'll see how hard this battle is. Hopefully it's not too bad. And that will conclude this playthrough. My final verdict, though, is this is very, very good. Is it better than the Super Nintendo? Again, I will have to revisit the Super Nintendo version. But this one plays really good. I do like the 6-button layout. Bison just kicked my ass, totally. Cornered me, destroyed me. You do a lot of kick you and get against Bison. There we go. Wow, that even counters his Psycho Crusher. Oh, that's all she wrote. I did get out of the stars, but still got hit regardless. Alright. Let's try. Ken has a terrible ending. I like Ryu's ending. But let's try. What the hell? Let's try Guile for one. Might not be the best pick. Oh my goodness, maybe not. Oof. Absolutely annihilated me there. I did hear the Champion Edition 2 also has better endings than the arcade. Somebody had mentioned that. I don't know if that's true or not, but because the end. Oh my goodness! Holy crap, dude! Wow! Absolutely annihilated me. But I heard the I heard the endings. Somebody wrote that in the comments before for another playthrough, so I'm curious to see. Sonic Boom. Let's see if they are correct. Bison's usually a pretty easy character to beat the game with. You Psycho Crush your way to the end. He has a tough time blocking it, and if he does, it still takes away enough power. And then you can usually toss him. One of the easiest methods to beating this game. I can't get over how loud the feedback is on this system. At least it doesn't seem to affect the sound while you're playing the game. Just when you're in silence. Oh, easy to that one. I was blocking. Alright. Round 3. Fight! Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, they do make Bison a bit of a pain in the ass in this. I do not remember him being this hard. However, Capcom is notorious for making their bosses ridiculously hard. First round was easy, but he went to town on the second and third rounds. Let's try this again. There we go. Double Psycho Crush. Did enough damage. Tail end there caught him, which was good. There we go. You can pretty much... You can just keep doing that, but as long as you hit him, even if he blocks... Come on. There you go. Street Fighter Special Champion Edition for the Sega Genesis, ladies and gentlemen. Beaten with Bison. There you go. Cool story, cool animation. Very cool. I remember seeing that in the arcade. The 4 boss characters all share the same ending, I believe. With the story just scrolling up. The world is mine. Awesome. Beautiful. Excellent playthrough, excellent version of the game. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day.